Hello everyone. Today we are group 2 from HRM2213 and our group consists of me, Wang Jicheng, Pierre Lo Fuk Choi, and Wang Yik Long. Next, we're going to introduce this assignment. From the beginning of March 2019, we have seen a pandemic so severe that it forced many people to stop going outdoors and started working remotely. Since the virus is quite unpredictable and deadly at the same time, some people might find working from home easier for them, but some, like me, still not used to this kind of working environment. In this presentation, we will talk about the 3 most challenging problems for a company and how can we solve this problem. Next, with that said, when the pandemic hits, it's easy for employers to see which employees are introvert or extrovert. But how do we differentiate introvert from extroverts? Well, introverts usually have social anxiety and rarely talk to anyone unless necessary. This is due to them not having a strong social skills that will fit them right into a group right away. Introverted people is also scared of expressing their own ideas as they fear that people will judge them or would disagree with them. However, they can do a better job if they are alone and are able to make the best decision since they are good at analyzing things. Extroverts usually enjoy working with a large group of people physically, and they are much more easier to express themselves compared to the introverts. They feel much more natural when friends and families are around, but spending time alone will make an extroverted person less active and not productive at all. Thus, we can say that introverts usually feel more comfortable when they are alone and focus more on the work when no one else is around, which is the direct opposite of extroverts. Extroverts are outspoken, outgoing, and enjoy being around people as the more interactions they have, the more energized they are. Next, in this pandemic time, we might see some employee productivity through the roof, which is usually the case for the introverts, and some might see an unprecedented drop in their overall productivity. Introverts might find the pandemic which forced them to work from home a blessing in disguise, since they don't have to talk to anybody and create small conversations with other co-workers, which make them more focused. But it spells doom for the extroverts who need to interact with other co-workers to charge them up and make them feel more energized at work. As an employer, this is a serious problem that needs to be dealt with, as it not only affects the employee's productivity, but it also might decrease their mental and physical health. One thing leads to another. A decrease in productivity will lead to employees not focusing on their work. If they are not focused on their work, they might miss some important opportunity, like some important emails from their supervisors or other important clients or phone calls, and soon the whole company might face a bigger risk or problem if the situation persists. As the pandemic lengthens, the human resource management of the company must have a clear understanding of the personality of each employee, as it is their job to maintain healthy physical and mental health of the employee. Next, Peterson 2020 found that having a one-to-one meeting with employees could massively improve employees' relationship with the company. This will also help employees get through hard times, especially the extroverts, by acknowledging the difficulties and challenges that they are facing and whether they have any problem with working from home. So the company could further improve their work from home strategies. Other than that, the company could also held a weekly meeting for employees to engage with one another so they can maintain their relationships with each other without feeling distant and lonely. Other than that, the company could also send a weekly email to employees regarding their overall health to make the employees think that the company care about them and they are a part of the company. Next, we are going to talk about the Maslow hierarchy of needs and why it's important for a company. The company should integrate Maslow hierarchy of needs as it emphasizes the importance of fulfilling the needs of the employees to further improve their overall work productivity. The company should satisfy employees' needs accordingly: physiological need, safety needs, belongingness need, esteem needs, and finally, self-actualization needs. Once all these needs are taken care of, there is no doubt the company will prosper even the harsh condition under the COVID lockdown. Next, I will pass it on to Wang Yiklong to talk about Challenge 2 and Solution 2. Thank you.
Thank you, Bong. I will be presenting about the challenge 2, which is poor communication and leadership. Poor leadership will cause communication difficulties where business owners and managers were unable to efficiently communicate and motivate their employees. This can be caused by failure or to hire or train managers to be a good leader, and this can result in a toxic working environment. Employees always seek direction from their superiors in the workplace, and poor and inept leaders are frequently indecisive, irresponsible, and unable to properly provide instructions to their teams. Employees' performance will be affected as they have no motivation to work and can even feel resentful towards their work or superior. Inadequate and ineffective communication with employee can affect their well-being and motivation, result in employee dissatisfaction and failing productivity. Poor communication is caused by managers' inability to answer inquiries or explain issues, leaving their staff even more confused and frustrated than before. Poor communication can drastically limit employees' input and hinder their work, and they may not fully comprehend their current situation and continue to perform below the manager's expectation. Next, I'll be presenting about the solution. One of the solutions to overcome poor leadership is to increase funding in training programs to train managers so they are more prepared for unexpected changes in the future and also able to lead better. Trained and experienced managers can offer the skills, ability, and qualifications necessary for to achieve the organization's objectives and goals. Besides that, the management can increase employee engagement by conducting meetings, either virtual or physical, to increase employee engagement. This can promote communication and interaction between co-workers. Managers should also take time to listen to employees' feedback during meeting sessions and taking it into consideration when making decisions. Lastly, managers are encouraged to recognize a job well done by employees. Properly recognizing and rewarding employees' contributions can motivate them to do better in the future and achieve the company's objectives and goals. Next, I'll pass to Pierre to present the challenge 3.
Thank you, Long. Hello, my name is Piero, and I'll be presenting challenge 3, the mental state of workers that works remotely. So, as we know, many workers are required to work remotely from their home, as the company requires them to do so. But during those times, remotely working workers will tend to push themselves and not give a care about their own mental health. just like the slide says. The immediate health benefits of avoiding common workspace is straightforward, but it's also crucial to consider the mental health effects of working remotely. The causes for the mental state workers can be split into two concerns. One is isolation, and the other is being burnt out. As we can see on the slide, there are surveys conducted regarding the two causes of mental state of the workers that works remotely. I'm sorry. Next is, so moving on, the solutions for isolation. A proper solution for isolation is that workers should create or make plans for an outing, like shopping or going out on a date with their family, friends, or loved one. This is so that they won't feel isolated and won't distance themselves from the world and their own family members. The next solution is for burnout. But first, the cause of being burnout might came from when the workers feel they overexert themselves and tends to forget to keep track of their mental health. I'm sorry, health. So the solution is very simple. They should take a break once in a while, or even taking a stroll in the park or anywhere, like even go shopping also counts. This to just for them to clear their mind and recharge themselves. Once they do that, they can focus back on their work and feel freshen up. The next slide is just the reference list. That is all. Thank you. And sorry. Stop share. Thank you. Oh my god, how do I stop recording?